Super investors are investors with over $100 million in assets under management, and fortunately for us, the US government actually requires them to reveal all the moves they've been making in their portfolios 4 times a year. This gives us special insights into the moves of investors like Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, Bill Ackman, and Michael Burry. In this video, we're reviewing the top 10 stocks super investors are buying right now in 2025 from their latest filings. Together, these companies are worth more than $15 trillion, and we're saving the biggest buys until the end. Now, let's dive right in with number 10, Flutter Entertainment. Flutter is the online gaming and betting company that owns FanDuel, Sky Betting and Gaming, and Paddy Power. Right now, it's a $42 billion market cap, and it's trading $50 below its 52-week high at $249 a share. 9 super investors own Flutter, and this includes a big 7.5% brand new position from AKO Capital. While they were trading below their GF value to start the year, it looks like they're trading slightly below this, but more in line. It looks like the company could be around fairly valued, but there's a lot of growth being projected into its future. Stock number 9 is Uber Technologies, the rideshare company. Ticker symbol Uber. This is a $192 billion market cap that right now is at its 52-week and all-time high. 8 super investors own Uber, and this is led by a brand new, huge 19% position from Bill Ackman of Pershing Square Capital Management. David Tepper and Thomas Russo also added to Uber in their last quarter. With this new big bet on Uber, it's now Ackman's largest position. The numbers, though, don't support Uber's stock price today. It's way ahead of most of these. With more than 25% gains in 2025 alone, Uber is trading around $30 above its GF value, or 41% higher than its fair value. The third biggest stock buy was Texas Instruments, stock ticker TXN. The $171 billion semiconductor company is trading in between its 52-week high and low, although it's seen a big rally in the last month or so. Texas Instruments is owned by 8 super investors, and this was bought by 6 of those 8 in the last quarter. It's also now a 2.2% position for Terry Smith, who's been called the British Warren Buffett. He's added to it in 4 of the last 5 quarters, roughly for around the same stock price as today. Texas Instruments is the world's largest maker of analog semiconductors, and it also holds market-leading positions in processors and microcontrollers as well, not to mention its well-known calculators. Despite market-leading positions, TXN is trading well above its historical sales, earnings, or cash flows. They've also seen a big spike in their stock price, and now they're back up to trading 26% higher than their current GF value. The 7th stock super investors were buying the most of in the last quarter is Wesco International, ticker symbol WCC. This is an $8.5 billion market cap company trading right in between its 52-week high and low. Wesco is owned by 7 super investors, 6 of whom bought in the last quarter. This is led by a nearly 9% position from Seth Klarman. Klarman is one of the few money managers Warren Buffett would trust with his own money. And in fact, Klarman has added to Wesco in each of the past 5 quarters, even as its stock price has declined. Wesco started as the distribution arm of Westinghouse Electric. Today, it primarily distributes electrical, networking, security, and utility equipment used in the construction of data centers, power transmission lines, and manufacturing plants. The stock may be trading attractively compared to its current earnings power and their projected free cash flows. Wesco's also seen a big 25% rebound in its stock price after the tariff market shuffle in April of 2025. Today, it's priced slightly ahead of its GF value, but it looks like the stock's projected to climb in the coming years. Stock number 6 is good old-fashioned Google, in particular its GOOGL shares. The $2 trillion search giant is just $22 above its 52-week low. 30 super investors own Google, making it the second most owned super investor stock. This is led by double-digit percentages of Luz and Altorock Partners portfolios. With its market-leading position in search, digital advertising, and YouTube, the company's trading below its projected earnings, sales, and cash flows. A GF value comes in at $175 per share. That's up 5% from their current stock price. And the company's certainly not left for dead despite the ongoing competition in AI. The 5th most purchased super investor stock is Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. The retail and cloud computing giant is a $2.2 trillion market cap that's down $40 from their all-time and 52-week high. Amazon is owned by 24 super investors. It's the fourth most owned super investor stock, and Josh Tarasoff and Alterac Partners have nearly 20% or more of their portfolios invested in the company. Historically, one of the only ways to screen for Amazon was to look at its price to sales. Today, they're trading just slightly above this, with this coming in at $202 per share, though their DCF based on their earnings is starting to catch up for the company. Still, like most companies in the market, Amazon stock has been a roller coaster ride in the past couple of years. After a strong rebound from the start of 2023, today it looks like it's over and above its GF value at only $170 per share. The fourth stock on our list, wouldn't you know it, is NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. The $3.3 trillion market cap GPU giant is down $14 from its 52-week and all-time highs. Despite the huge amount of hype in the stock, 9 super investors still own it today, and 7 of them added to it in the last quarter. Their growth numbers have been absolutely ridiculous in the past couple of years due to the huge imbalance in supply and demand in the GPU market. This has led to some absolutely insane return on capital numbers, even if these have been good for pretty much going back a decade. However, the company's valuations are still far outpacing their fundamentals. They're trading for a price-to-sales ratio that really doesn't make sense mathematically, and insiders have been dumping their shares for years now. Be careful with this one. The third stock on our list is another semiconductor company, and they're the business making the GPUs for NVIDIA. This is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, ticker symbol TSM. This is now a $1 trillion market cap company trading $30 below its 52-week high. TSMC is owned by 16 super investors, and this is led by David Rolfe and Stephen Mandel. Rolfe has over 9% of Wedgwood Partners' portfolio is invested in the company. As the world's largest dedicated chip foundry, TMC has some very impressive financials for what otherwise would be a contract manufacturer. However, their work is incredibly difficult to do, and it's almost the closest thing we have to modern technological magic. The company's trading above their sales and their cash flows, and they're also just slightly out above their earnings. It's another semiconductor company posting all-time high profit margins, and right now its GF value only comes in at $170 per share. This is down $24 from their current stock price. Number 2 is Meta Platforms. Meta, the $1.6 billion social media giant, is trading $100 below its 52-week high. This is still up more than $200 from its 52-week low, and today they're trading 6 times above their lows in 2022. Meta's the fourth most owned super investor stock, with 24 of them having it in their portfolios. This is led by Rob Vinall, Chase Coleman, and Pat Dorsey, each of whom have 15% or more of their portfolios invested in the stock. Meta came back from trading at a low of $80 a share, and today they're priced right around their median price-to-sales ratio and right around a DCF based on their cash flows. Still, though, their current price suggests a lot of hype in the market in their stock, with a GF value only coming in at $464 per share, which is down 38% from their current price. Now, the number one stock that super investors are buying to start 2025 is an old reliable. Holding closely to the Magnificent Seven stocks, it's Microsoft, ticker symbol MSFT. The $3.4 trillion giant is among the largest companies in the world, depending on what its peer Apple does. Right now, it's down only $13 from their all-time high, and their stock price has increased more than 25% in the last month and a half alone. Microsoft is the most owned super investor stock, and no surprise, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Trust is its biggest owner, with it making up 25% of their portfolio. Triple Front Partners and Alterac Partners also have around 20% of their portfolios invested in Microsoft as well. Despite this clearly being a wonderful business, as said by Warren Buffett on many occasions, and by looking at their numbers, Microsoft is trading well above these today. They're way above their historical price to sales, their cash flows, or their earnings, pretty much any way you slice it. Still, there's tremendous quality in their business, and this is likely to continue growing for a long, long time. Microsoft today sits only 3.6% higher than their GF value of $438 per share. Which super investor stock surprised you most? Let me know if you want to see a future video on any of these businesses. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more.